Okay, so the last thing I would like to talk about today is a private and public variable. What's the meaning of private and public variable? This slide here, if you have those as private variables, the name and age and height in our lecture, uh, uh, those private variables are not accessible outside of this class. We cannot access those variables outside the class. And in order to be accessed from outside the class, I would have to like do two functions per each variable. For each variable, I have two functions, one to set its value and one to get its value. Let's do it by practice to be better here. So I will go here. This is my class here, rectangle, and my constructor. I don't need a constructor here. And let's say I have those, and let's say I will create a new class, as we did today at the lecture, guys, the class dog. And inside the class dog, I will have a string name. This is the name of the dog, and integer age. This is the age of the dog. And inside here, I will not have those. I will just comment this one for now. And inside, be aware that, just to be sure here, I'm inside another class. So inside another class, this is the main function or the main method, sorry, of another class. And why I'm starting from main, again, you have to start with the main because main is the first place that the compiler will look and try to execute. So you have to direct the attention of your compiler starting from the main. So here inside, I will create an object. This is dog. C, as we did, equal new dog. So this is the first dog we have, and an object C. So C dot name, his name is capital or small? It's small. Equal, here I'm assigning a variable inside this value name. Let's say it's, we'll call it name1. So our dog, or I will call it dog1, for example. And C dot age equal 10. So our first dog, its name is dog1, and its age is 10 years old. Do you have any problem for that? I don't have any problem, and I can output here the C dot name plus space C dot age. If I run that, see, I don't have any problem. I have dog1 and 10, which is the name and the age. Even if I declared this object C of the class dog inside another class, I'm still able to access the variables of this class from another class because those variables by default are public. But what happens if I turn this one to private? I say it's private. So if I don't say it's private, it by default is public. And this one is private. Now, can I access those? Can I see this is c.name and c.age? I can't. I'm inside another class. I don't have any privilege to access the private variables of another class. So that's raises a question. How can I, from another class, have an access to those variables, either to put a value inside it, mutating it, or by accessing it and displaying it to the user, know what is inside it. So this is a two option, either the mutating, if you remember mutator that I change this value of this variable, and accessor, I would like to print it out. So the strategy is, for each variable of those, in order to be accessible, you do a public method, two public methods for each variable. So let's talk about age. It's integer. So you have a setter. We call it a setter. What is a setter? Setter is used to set a value inside age. So you say set and the capital letter of, this is only, as I said, a strategy of coding. It's not a must. And here, this method set will return something? I don't think so. It will not return anything. And should it accept anything as input? Yes, it should, as long as it's sitting. So it should accept a value of the same type like the variable that it will set. So it should accept integer g, for example, any variable. And here is the and here inside of it, what should it do? It should only do age equal g. So whatever the value you send put inside g, I will put it inside age. So this is setter. So can you use this setter? Yes. Now you can use this setter. This one is not working. So in order to do age equal 10, you have to do set age and you send the 10 here. So this 10 here will do it, so it's indirect now. So this one here will go to G and G will put it inside H, and this is for only for C, guys. Only for C, not for anything as we said before. So now, if we remove that and try to access C.H, I'm still cannot access C.H. I solved the problem of putting a value inside G, inside H. But now I cannot see the value that I put. I cannot get it. So the same way I did that, I have to did another one. It's called getter. So instead of set, I said get. I'm not. Should I accept any value to put in? I will not put anything inside the variable. I will not return it. Get it out. So here nothing, and here should return. Return what? Return the same type as the value I will return. And here simply I will said return the age. So now I can return this age. If I would like to print it, I can print it using the getter, get age. So here inside the print, this one will be called, and it will go here to return the age. What is the age, guys? The age should be set before as 10. So if I run that, I should have 10 as an output. So again, in order to access either by mutating, changing the value of the private variable, or accessing, returning the variable, for each one of those private, I should have a setter and a getter. Setter is to put a value inside this variable, and getter to return it. Okay, so this is what's called setter and getter that we discussed today. Okay, and if you turn a little back, this is, yes, something to learn, but what if I just remove this here very simply to create a constructor for the dog, and inside the constructor I will say string t and integer a, and I will put name equal t, this is initialization I did, and what else? Yes, age equal a. And when I created this one here, I will send the 10 and by order versus a string. So here dog 1 comma 10. If I did that, so if I did that here, can I here just access the name? If I use a constructor to solve the problem of setting or initializing the variable, that would be okay, but I still need to get the variable. So I won't have, I cannot work without the getter. I can, yeah, overcome the setter by using the constructor, but what about the getter? I cannot access this one directly because it's private, right? Because it's private. So I will here to prove that I will leave the getter, so get age. So here get age. I would like to see if the constructor managed, yes, to put a value inside age or not. If run that, I don't have a problem. I have here the age. Okay, and I would for now I would like to have another one for what for the string as well. So yes, constructor could be used, but it will overcome only the problem of setting. But what about the problem of getting? I would like to do that. But someone asked me, why do I need this private? Yes, you'll need this private. This is the powerful of object-oriented and abstraction level. We'll talk more and more about the principle of object-oriented for the next week. Okay, that's all for today, and good luck, guys.